Hi everyone, this is the FIDE Master Alessandro Santagati. Welcome on this new video on my YouTube channel. And in this video, I'm going to solve chess problems on Lichess. Lichess is a very nice tool to solve problems. You can simply go to learn and then training to find it. Very important, very good to train your chess skills, to improve in chess, to chess problems. Yes, and today we'll try to solve chess position together. And okay, we are ready to do that. And let's see the first position in which we have two heavy pieces, rook against rook against rook and queen against rook and queen. And let's try to solve. Uh, let's go to solve it. Okay, let's go with the position number one. And okay, is black to play. And in this position, white is up a pawn. This pawn is also quite dangerous. But the king is also weak, the king on h1, especially because we have check, for example, and because we can have also an nice attack against g2, but the moment is defended. The black king is quite weak, so the king is not so safe at the moment. So it could be a problem for black here. So basically this position, or I find a way to win or maybe take a draw, or probably white will win this game because white looks better in this position. Okay, but now it's black to play, so maybe I can have some chances to do something. And I think a very interesting way is that the queen is blocking the king. That's very interesting. And at the moment, um, white has a bad control of the last rank. So I'm thinking if I can maybe bring my rook in a file that white can control. So I don't know, maybe I'm thinking about rook there, or rook b5, or rook a5, for example. It looks very interesting, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Because, for example, let's do a try following this idea. Because white has also a check here, oh, but no, because there is the rook. So okay, the queen looks blocked at the moment. So I was thinking about, for example, okay, rook d5. I'm threatening this, and if I play this move, how you can avoid the mate? He has no checks, because all the checks I can win a piece, so no checks for him. And I'm threatening mate in one move because I'm threatening this move and this mate. So essentially, I think rook e5 looks very good for me, but maybe white can no, it can't pin because if he pins, there is king takes, he push, but no, there is mate, so he can't push. Okay, so that's okay. So d5 maybe is the solution. I think white can play something like king g1, rook check, king f2. Well, maybe the king can escape because if I play check here, king g3 or f3, maybe g3 is better. We have the piece in this way, and I have no other checks, and the king looks safe at the moment. So you just have to pay attention because he can defend, because if after rook d5 there is king g1, and and I'm looking at about this move, but it doesn't work because my rook is under attack, so I can simply take. Maybe rook c5 is better because I can avoid this check, and sometimes the rook is not under attack. So if I play rook c5 and he moves king g1, I'm looking if I can play queen g3. No, because maybe he can play check here, or also a7, and he can win my rook. So now that's not possible because there is always the check here if I move my queen away. So that's not easy. It's not an easy problem. It's hard. Okay. Oh, I have another idea now because okay, I can play to attack the king, but I was thinking also to attack the queen because the queen is the only defender of the rook on e8, and if I win the rook, okay, I'm winning. So I was thinking if I can connect the two ideas because to take the queen immediately, I could also play f5, for example, but queen e5 is playable, and queen e5 is forced, but and after that I don't have good moves, I think. So after f5, queen e5, white is fine. But maybe I can try to improve the position. I was thinking also about rook b5 because if I play rook b5 and white moves king c1, there is also rook b4. And rook b4 in this particular position looks winning. I think yes, because the queen is under attack and another way to defend this rook. But the problem is that after rook b5, maybe can play queen c4 check, and essentially I have to play king takes, but he can take my rook, so that's not a good idea. Let's see if I have a better option to. Oh yeah, maybe I understood because f5 is the key. Because after f5, the only move is queen e5. So maybe if I play a move like rook d5 also to attack the king, if king g1, there is f5, and f5 in this case is good enough to take advantage because the rook on e8 could be my target, uh, and black can win. So rook d5, and rook d5 is threatening checkmate, so he must defend it. So g4, king, or maybe he can play g4 to defend it, but I think this position isn't easy for him. After that, okay, rook d5. Okay, so I'm sure if I play rook d5 and he moves king g1, now I have the winning move f5, and f5 is winning because you also if queen c4, if also queen's also in other squares, I can always take the rook, and if I take the rook, I'm winning. So after rook d5, I'm threatening checkmate, so the only move that white can play is g4. No other options. And then maybe simply rook d2 is good enough because I'm threatening mate here, and the rook is always under attack. So if the queen goes somewhere to defend the mate, I can simply take the rook, and it's good enough to win, I think. So I can play it. Okay, I'm sure. Let's see if I'm right. I thought some minutes to find it, but oh, it's wrong. It's incredible. Why it's wrong? Maybe rook c5. But what would be the difference? Rook c5. Yeah. And then I think it was c f5. Uh, oh yeah, yeah, because he can play it and they can declare my queen. Yeah, so the rook d5 is wrong for this reason. So it's important player the rook on c5. Very nice problem. I At the end, my solution was wrong because yes, the deal was fine, but if I play rook d5 immediately, the problem is that there is rook e7, and it can declare my queen, and they can trade, and now white can draw. So what's very important? Play rook c5. Yeah, rook c5, threatening mate anyway. King g1 to avoid that, and f5. I think that if he moves, for example, g4, yes, I've made because I've check, hit, check, check, and then mate. Very interesting, yes, because you must play this probably, but mate here and black, it's winning. Very nice position, very nice problem. Okay, let's go to the next. So The first was wrong, but a very nice position. And now we have the second, in which black play knight takes e4. It's a very classical idea for black in this kind of position. Take the pawn. If I take the knight, black can take the piece, and the black is winning a pawn with this trick. Because I think he took a pawn this way. Yes, okay, it's a very interesting thing. So I must understand if I can exploit a way to take an advantage here. Okay, let's see. Here there are a lot of options, so maybe rook takes e4 is the key. Maybe rook takes e4 because I defend the bishop. If he takes on e4, I take on e7 first, and I take two minor pieces for the rook. The key. Okay, let's see. Oh, it's wrong. It's wrong again. Today I'm very bad. So maybe bishop takes e4. Okay, bishop takes e4, and then rook takes e4. Yes, it's easier. Or simply take here. Now bishop takes e7. Oh no, because there is bishop takes f3. So okay, take first it, and it's important. I think that also with my move I'm better, but yes, take with the bishop is much better here. So if I take with the rook, I'm not better. Why not? Because yes, because if I take the risk, bishop takes f3. Yes. Oh, today I'm missing a lot of moves. So yes, this is not a bad mistake. Okay, we must improve. Okay, we must improve. Let's see other positions. Okay, so forward with the training. I wrong the first two positions today. Let's try to do better now. Okay, now is white to play. Black played queen g6, and black has very interesting threats on g2, bishop h3, for example. My knight is under attack, and I must understand what to do. Okay, to be honest, the first idea that comes in my mind is knight takes e5. If pawn takes, bishop takes e5, and look that I'm better after that. But I don't know if it's correct or if maybe there are some tricks that I didn't see at the moment. Okay, it looks easy, and when the position looks easy, maybe there is a problem. Maybe there is something that you missed. So let's see. Okay, I don't see other moves. My knight is under attack. I trade the knight for the bishop, and then I can take the knight on e5. And if he moves bishop h3, don't mind, because or maybe it can be important because yes, if I want to defend, I can play bishop f3, but after bishop f3, it can take, and then it can avoid to lose the piece. So probably that's very important. But what can I do to improve? Because my knight is under attack, and that's a problem. So so knight takes e5, bishop h3. Maybe bishop h5 first, something like it. Bishop h5. No, because the knight is always a problem. So I don't see a way to exploit this position. If I can exploit it. Oh yes, I'm missing that after. Okay, knight takes e5, bishop h3, bishop f3. But when black moves knight takes f3, queen takes f3, my queen is attacking the bishop. So if it takes immediately the knight, okay, I'm okay. So it must play after that. When my queen is on f3, it must play bishop g4 to target my queen. Why this could be important? Why this could be important? So if I must understand if there is a way maybe to win a tempo or something like that. Because okay, in theory I can take a bit the position because I can also simply take a b7 and then I win a pawn, and after b8 queen takes c7. Yes, it's not a clear position, but I think that my structure is better. Knight takes e5, bishop h3, bishop f3, knight takes f3, queen takes f3, bishop g4, and maybe there is something related to this trick, maybe, but I don't know how. I think it's enough. I don't see a better way to take an advantage. Oh, that's wrong. Another bad mistake for me today. Oh, there is maybe queen d5. Yeah, it's good enough to defend. Maybe queen d5, c6, queen e4, and probably it's good. So no, it's also wrong. So what can I do? Maybe g3. The only other option, g3, and because if he takes, okay, yes, I take back, and I will take the knight. So yes, that's true. So it's another mistake, another important mistake today, because after b3, a6, bishop b2, queen g5, knight e4. Yeah, I played this move. It's good, but it's a mistake. This because oh, but I have to complete the exercise, so I have to take the piece. Yeah. And so when I play this, oh yeah, queen d5. Maybe bishop f3 is also playable, but knight takes, queen takes, bishop g4, queen b7, and okay, yes, some slightly better. So I was right when I said it, but yes, there is a winning idea for white, so that's not enough. The winning idea is play g3 now. Don't mind if black will take the rook because I can simply take back, and after pawn takes bishop e5, I have two bishops for the rook. So yes, this position is winning for white. So yeah, in this position I missed this. Okay, we finished the warm-up now, and let's go to try to solve the next positions. I broke 3 positions in a row, so now is the time to solve. So, okay, we have this position. It's a very strange position. There's the king on d2 looks very weak, but we have also a nice attack against the knight g7. And now we must see the right way to conclude this game. That's not easy. Yes, I'm Italian. And now is where to play. What can I do? Okay, to be honest, the first move that comes to my mind is knight g5, but we must understand what happened later because black has a lot of options now. Interesting something like knight takes e4, but probably it doesn't work. At the moment, black is up a rook, so we must play precise move. If we don't play the precise move, we risk to lose immediately, so it's very important to pay attention. Okay, another option could be also h6 for me. So or knight g5. sorry, or knight g5 or maybe h6. I don't see other good options for me at the moment, so I think that's still the best. And okay, let's think first knight g5. If I play knight g5, and I can do another extra move, I can mate on h7, but maybe black can do something to defend. Okay, let's imagine what black can do. It's impossible to defend the square h7, so no options for defend it. So the only move that black can do is move the queen away. So for example, no queen d6, queen h7, king f8, queen h8 mate. So yes, it's a real threat this because I'm threatening checkmate. So knight g5 looks very, very dangerous. So what can he do to avoid that, to defend? Maybe sacrifice the queen for the bishop, can be an idea. Then I have to take, and yes, maybe the position is still playable for him. I'm not sure, because rook f8, queen h6. Okay, now I think I'm better. So I think if you sacrifice, I'm better. So knight g5 is interesting, but maybe he can play knight takes e4, for example. So if I play knight g5, knight takes e4 is possible. And after that, how can I continue? Maybe simply queen takes, and I'm threatening the rook on a8. So if queen takes f6, I can take the rook, and I should be better. Well, my preferred football team is Catania. Do you know? And okay, the third category in Italy. So I'm not completely sure. This position is very complicated. H6 looks weaker because there isn't an immediate mid threat. So knight g5. Okay, let's calculate it very well because I want to solve this position. It's important to make mistakes. So knight g5. I think the only option for him to do something is play knight takes e4, and then I can maybe. I'm not sure. I think it's not good for me to take with the bishop because I can open the enemy pieces. So it looks dangerous. So maybe I can simply take with the queen because I can still threaten the mate here and the rook on a8, and this looks very good for me. So if queen takes f6, for example, I can simply play queen takes a8, queen f8 is forced, and queen e4 again to mate here. So yes, sure, should be better. Okay, now I'm sure. I'll play knight g5, and let's see what happens. Okay, must sacrifice because I think knight takes c4 doesn't work. And okay, so can we take the queen, or maybe we can check? To take the queen now. Before I calculate it, let's check if I was right. Because if I check king f8, queen h8, and then the king can escape to e7, and there isn't a checkmate, so I have to take. And yes, I solved the problem. So yes, it's enough. Okay, after the warm up, we are ready to solve other positions, and we solved the first one. Okay, let's go to see the next. Okay, bishop c6 was played by black, and now it's white to play. Okay, at the moment we have, okay, this no, we have white is up upon this position. The rook on e8 is under pressure, but the bishop is defending it. With the queen on f4 is dangerous. Can we do? If I play, for example, knight g5, there is simply queen c1, and it's mate or not mate, but black looks much better after that. So I don't think knight g5 is playable for me. But what can I do? Okay, knight h4, the same reason. There is queen c1, and after king e2, queen takes e2, and black has at least the draw, but probably more for him. So this position is not easy because my knight looks blocked, and the queen c1 looks very dangerous for me. So I must understand what to do. Maybe an idea could be also knight d2. Queen c1, the same time to force this queen to go away, and go e4 with the knight. It looks very interesting. Or play f6, for example. And yes, we must understand if it work. So 92, for example, 96, 94, and yeah. If I play 92 and queen e3, how can I continue to make progress? Maybe 94, but it's not so clear the position. Usually when we do this kind of exercise, there is a clear way for white to take an advantage, so probably we must see a better way to do something here. And okay, so mm, 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 mm. In a normal game, probably for me, playing 1894 could be enough, but now I know that there could be queen f7, for example, attacking the bishop, but the bishop can go away. And how can I continue? That's the problem. If you're to defend, I can also play queen g5. I think I can. Because, okay, queen takes g5 looks bad for him because after knight h5, I'm up a pawn and my knight is very dangerous on f7. So it looks okay for me. But it's not a clear win, I think. I don't know. It's difficult. Maybe you can try to solve also this at the same time. Maybe you're faster than me. Okay, let's see. Bishop d5 can be also another idea because the rook on e8 is a target, is a target for me. But okay, if I play bishop d5, for example, that looks interesting. But okay, if he moves bishop d7, I think queen f7 looks good for me because at the moment my attack is very strong. I'm attacking the bishop, the two bishops at the same time, so I think I improve my position after that. But okay, after rook d8, queen. Okay, also rook e2, rook e7 can be good after that. But if bishop d5, check, king g2. Okay, the position is also good. If he moves after bishop d5, g6 to block my queen, there is f3, g6, and I'm threatening making my move. So Yes, I was thinking about bishop d5, but black is not forced to take because black can play bishop d7. But I think bishop d5 is the right solution now because yeah, yes, it can avoid to take on d5, but then there is queen f7, and with bishop d5, also if black refuse the trade or refuse to take, we can have a nice attack, and the bishop here is useful to defend the knight. So I think this is the correct move. Let's see if I'm right. Okay, but why is I didn't understand. Let's see if different way. Bishop d7. Oh, I was thinking to play queen f7, to be honest, and it's still good. But I missed knight g5. Yes, knight g5, yeah, and if queen check, king g2, yes, and now no way to defend. I was thinking to play this before. It's still winning because rook d8, and yeah, it's yeah, I was thinking to play, to be honest, rook e2, rook e7, and yes, still winning, but with knight g5, it's faster. So yeah, okay, let's go to see the next. Now, what to play? Okay, before was correct. Ali, that is following me here on YouTube, he found before me the solution. I also found the solution, but probably I wasn't so precise because, to be honest, I was planning to play a different move after. Still winning, but not the best. Okay, here white to play. Now black looks very dangerous, and what can I do? Maybe very dangerous position. Queen takes e4 is also a very big threat, but maybe there isn't many more move at the moment because, or maybe yeah, you can play this move, and if I take, there is queen takes e4, and I'm not sure if it's mate or not. Because to be honest, my first thinking was if I can play queen d7. Probably I can't. Probably I can't at the moment. Okay, if I play queen d7, there is mm, or maybe also this, and then queen takes e4 is playable, or simply queen takes e4 because queen can't defend the mate. Oh yes, that's not so good. So it's a mistake. Play queen d7 because black can simply play queen takes e4 and attack my king and defend the the mate on h7. So I need to play something stronger. My pawn d is dangerous, but I think I don't have enough time to improve my pawn. So maybe I can play queen f5 because with queen f5 I can have two ideas. One could be threaten the mate, and second attack the bishop on f2. Let's see if maybe this idea can work now. Okay, let's see what happens if I play queen f5. Okay, I'm threatening mate, and it can mate me because if we move this, I can simply take with the knight, and I don't think there is checkmate. Yes. So after queen f5, there is a mate for black, and I'm threatening mate on h7, so you must defend it. Okay, so how can he defend? Maybe he can play rook g7, and in this position, if this move, I can play. I can play Yes, I can play rook takes g7, and the rook is forced to take, and then I win the bishop, because if you take with the king, I can take the rook on g2. So if I play queen f5 and he moves rook g8, rook g7, I can simply trade, and I'm winning, I think. So after queen f5, okay, another way to defend the mate is that the rook to g7, but I can simply take it, rook takes, and I can win the rook on f2, and after that, I think I'm winning, so it's enough to win. So I think I found the solution is queen f5. Let's see if other. Oh yes, Ali always found the solution, so queen f5 before the me. Very good, and it was correct. And yes, and then I take the bishop. Now I take the bishop with the rook because I need to defend upon h3. So I take with the rook. Yes, very good. Yes, so we have another good solution now, and let's go forward to see the next one. Here, black to play, white played rook e3, and okay, so we have the same material in the game at the moment, and there is inferior knight fork on c4. Inferior maybe at the end of the position. The bishop on a3 is without defenders. This can be important. And also the rook on a1 is without defenders. Okay, let's see if maybe something of those ideas can be important now. Can be useful to take an advantage. Okay, there is a good pressure against the knight on f3. Okay. Have an idea? Oh yeah, because on c4 there is also a connection with the queen. So maybe the knight on c4 can be very, very strong. So I was thinking about or bishop takes f3, or knight a5, and knight c4. I mean, bishop takes f3 because after this took here, you must take with the rook. Then knight e5. The rook is under attack, and they can take the knight. So rook e3 is not possible. Maybe it's possible, but it's not so good. So I suppose rook g3. Yeah, but after rook g3 can be good because after that there is queen takes h6. So I can reach a good position. So probably it's not a great idea. Maybe knight f5 immediately with a simple idea knight c4 and have a fork anyway. Because after knight f5, what he can play, he must avoid the fork. So maybe queen c1, knight c4. The rook is under attack. And I can simply put then take on f3. So it's an easy way to take an advantage attacking the knight on f3 because I have pressure is against the knight and I can add pressure against the c4 and make pressure against the rook. The rook is forced to be away and I can win an advantage. So I think this is the solution. And here knight c4 I think so should be. And here, okay, let's see. Because if I take the bishop, he can take the bishop on d5. So probably I have simply to take the rook and then win the exchange. Can be it's enough for me. Yeah, so that's true. And I'm winning. So very good. We solved another position, and yes, 95 was very good. And okay, let's see the next one. Okay, here black to play. White is up a pawn. No, it is up 2 pawns at the moment. But this queen on h5 is not so safe. I have some ideas like rook h8, like knight f4. So to understand what's the better way to exploit this position. Because if I play rook h8, there is check on f5, and it looks good for white. If I play knight f4, where the queen can go. So let's imagine this. Or also knight f6 not. Okay, knight f4. Sorry. Here, or there. Okay, so that's not the easy idea to follow. It's also another idea that comes to my mind is play queen s6 in order to trap the queen, and I can play rook h8. It's also interesting. I think queen f6 with the simple idea rook h8. So I don't attack the queen immediately, but I prepare a way to trap the queen. I think probably it's the best idea because if I play queen f6, f3, rook h8, f8, g4, rook takes h5, and I'm winning the queen. So it looks good for me. I think it's the best idea. Yeah, queen f6. And yes. Okay, must give me the knight. You now have to take it, but the knight is enough to win the game. So yes, queen f6 is correct. And also in this case, Ale found the solution. Very good. And let's go to see the next one. And okay, black to play. White played bishop takes h6. At the moment, okay, black is up a piece. Sorry, white is up a piece, but we can simply retake the bishop if we want. Right after that, we have a good pressure against the knight on g3. That's good. The queen is the same rank of the knight. So rook a3 can be a possible solution for me in order to pressure. Or maybe simply not take immediately no, because you can take with the queen. So yes, rook a3 looks good, particularly good for me. If we sacrifice the queen, okay, I can allow that. We can allow that, so that's not a big problem. But I think rook a3 is the only move that I can do. Take something here to play for a better position. Because if I take the bishop, there is knight takes a5. With other moves, I have problems. So rook a3, queen takes a3, knight takes a3, and then bishop somewhere, and then I can take on g4, and my position is playable. Yes, I think rook a3. Let's see if I'm right. Take, yes, and yes, also solve it. Okay, it's very easy, not dangerous. Okay, so I increased, I think, my rating now because I'm 269. Before I was 22. Okay, my best maybe is higher, but I don't remember what was my rating today. Maybe I'll check. Okay, yes, maybe it's the same rating that I had before. Okay, so let's go to do another exercise. So we can continue the training. And now is white to play. Okay, let's see. This is an endgame. The pawn on e6 is dangerous because it's very close to promotion. And what can we do? Black is threatening rook c1. This is a very terrible threat because I have to give the bishop to avoid the checkmate. Okay, can be also useful to understand the enemy threats. The pieces are without defenders, all the black pieces, so maybe also this can be useful. And okay, let's see. Okay, in theory, I could take the pawn on e7, and then it can play rook c1, bishop e1, rook takes e1, king f2. But after king f2, I'm threatening knight takes f6, knight f6, or knight h6. And this kind of threat is terrible for me because I'm threatening mate. Because if I take the pawn and he can play check, I give the bishop, rook takes, king f2, then I've mate with knight f6. Yes, because if king here, mate on f7. If king h8, mate on h7. So I think I can take the pawn on h7 because I'm threatening mate and he can't defend it. So I can sacrifice my dark bishop to have a mate idea here. So rook takes e7, I think. Okay, I'm right. Bishop e1, king f2. And yes, he must give me the rook because there is mate, and I can win. Very good, very nice idea this. Because if he moves the rook somewhere, maybe rook d1, there is mate here. King f8, mate on f7. King h8 and mate on h7. So very nice position. It was very good that I found the move rook takes e7 here. Okay, so we solved another interesting position. And let's go forward to see a new exercise. And okay, so now black to play. Okay, black to play. Okay, the moment white is up a piece, but when I want, I can take the bishop on d3. I suppose that also if white is very, very dangerous here. So I have to pay attention about what can happen. It's very interesting rook f5 now because white can take with the queen, so I can't avoid. Okay, this position. To be honest, if I see this position for the first time, it looks that white is much better here because. Oh yeah, but I can take also the rook maybe, and it's an improvement for me because yes, if I take the bishop, the two rooks are very strong after that. If I take maybe the rook on f3, it's also bad, I think. All right, let's see what happens if I take. I take. Okay, what white can do? So we can suppose king d2 maybe, queen b2, and he must take the pawn. So king takes d3. And then we have queen d4 again, king e2, queen takes e4. Yes, I can take the pawn c4 maybe, and I can play to win with the help of the rook. If I can bring my rook to e5 or d5, I can win the game. So I must understand if I can attack also with the rook, because only the queen can mate. So it's very important to understand if I can the rook in the attack. If I can do that, I can be winning. So probably have to take the bishop in order to make a nice attack, because it's very important for me to take the pawn c4 to win. So probably I think e takes d3. If king d2, queen b2, and king d3 is forced, and now queen d4, king c2 is forced because if king e2 there is rook e5, so king c2 again, and now queen takes c4. The only move is king somewhere, maybe king b2, queen takes b5, but I don't know if I'm winning after that, because after, for example, king a2, queen e2, I don't see a way to attack also with my rook, so it's something very hard at the moment. So he takes king d2, queen b2, king takes d3, and maybe yeah, okay. I can see an easy way to draw. Yeah, the draw looks very easy now, but I think black should win probably here. And okay, e takes d3, rook takes d3, and no, sorry, e takes d3. I don't think rook takes d3 because I can take here, and it's good. Looks good for me. After that, so I think he must stay. He must play king d2. Queen b2, king takes d3, queen d4, king e2, queen takes c4, queen c2, king takes c4. But to be honest, I don't see a better way. So let's try it. It's wrong. Yeah, probably have to take it. And yes, I'm probably playing a similar way. So now I have to play rook e7 simply, and queen is blocked inside. Yeah, that's not easy because yes, I could take the rook, but yeah, if I take the bishop, oh, it says that white can win. That's incredible. Oh yeah, because it's not forced to play king d2. Yes, if king d2 is draw, but white can play king b1. White can win. That's incredible. If I play b takes f3, it's winning. So that's a bad mistake. Okay, let's do and let's try to solve the next one, the next, and the next will be also the last of the day. We'll finish the training with another position. And now is black to play. And okay, black to play. White play queen d7. Queen a2, 2b. Well, there are two bishops without defenders, but also my bishop is under pressure. And we must understand how can we continue. And the easy idea that comes in my mind is this and the rook d2, and look that I can not take something because it's also possible rook c1, but looks that my position is stronger. And but let's see all the ideas that we can have here. Rook d5. If bishop c6, the queen can go back to d2. Or if rook d5, where the queen can go, maybe c7 or e7. Let's see, e7. Oh, but c7 is okay. Rook d2. Oh no, maybe bishop e5. Okay, so okay, rook d2, rook c1. Yes, but probably I can simply win because I can play rook d5, king e7, rook here. When rook c1, I can also play queen a2 because if white will take my bishop, for example, I can take the bishop on b2 and then I can win another piece, an extra piece ladder. And if white will check me, I can always play bishop f8 and my king is safe. So I think it should be winning. It should be enough. Oh, he played this move. I didn't consider it before, but yes, it looks good. So I think that I can't take the bishop because he can play rook d8, rook d8, rook d8, rook d8, and yes, it's okay for him play rook d8. So I think I can maybe trade, rook takes e2, rook d8, queen take, bishop f8. Maybe it's also good. Let's say I take the bishop, rook d8, queen takes, bishop f8. And now my rook is on c2 is attacking the bishop, but where can go this bishop? Because when I take the bishop and also can also further checkmate. So if the bishop go to a3, I can play simply rook a2 and I'm threatening mate again. So looks that time okay because I can take the bishops and the rook. So I think I can take it. Yes, I was right. This is not completely winning, but that's a very interesting idea because the mid bishop f5 now. No, now it can't. So rook takes, and if rook d8. Um, oh, I was planning to take immediately, to be honest. Maybe it's not the best. The best is bishop f8, as in the. But it's also okay for me this, because after queen d8, bishop f8, I'm better because the bishop is lost. So I'm not sure that if I can win this in the game, but looks that I can have good chances to do something here. Yeah, but I didn't see. Okay, if rook d8, it's better play bishop f8 first. That's important because if white takes, bishop takes. Now we have a similar position, but it's better have this queen on c7 now. Yes, and black is slightly better if we compare the two positions, but yes, it's also good. The important is to see this idea to give the queen because you can give the queen because you take a lot of pieces. You take rook and bishop first, but you take the last bishop because this bishop is completely blocked, and you can win this last bishop because we have a double threat. Is the bishop is the king is under attack, so you can take something. Okay, very good. So we finished the training today. I think was very good. It's very useful, very helpful. Try to work about tactics, and Lichess helps you to do that because there is the training, learn and then training. I'll have it in Italian. Maybe I will change this next time, but it's very easy. Learn, and so it's very useful. My tip is you want to improve in chess is do it every day or at least 2 3 times every week, and you will see the result if you do it in the right way. I think. Okay, thank you a lot to follow me in this video. Um, for this is all today. Have a good day and see you for the next. Bye.